Why you?
What? Huh? Man, it's your boy Frankie B, man. You already know what it is, man. You know what it is over there. You know who it is over there.
What's up, everybody? We live. Eman The Barber.
You already know what it is, man. We cutting up out here.
And welcome to the CUTT N UP PODCAst.
You already know.
A little bit distraught. Got a lot on the table. Couple pertinent topics. I forgot what I was about to talk about. Cause you did something out there.
It's all good.
Do some small talk. Oh,
You know, shout out to OBT. You already know what it is.
download the app.
Download the app, you
Don't
know.
forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Definitely. Comment down below. Notification bell. Turn it on. And what a weekend, huh?
First of all, your boy's still trending.
Uh-huh.
Almost like almost well, I think it is like it's still going 4K on that.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Why he said people tripping out. Did you read any of the comments?
No, I gotta go back and check.
Oh man, got Karen in there.
Oh, already?
First of all, your assumption that white people have no rhythm is racist.
You can't call us racist.
It's not racist.
It's not. Well, I mean, it's only a few that does. That I've seen. That I've actually seen.
What?
That have good rhythm that can really dance.
So first, well, I know a few, yeah, but yeah, it's the ratio is like 80 to 20. Yeah, 8 out of 10, about 2 of them got.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not like I said. The
voice, the voices was great. The voices definitely was great. It was just
Then a couple that's good. Couple of Larry's. Well, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Larry's, Christopher's.
Mm-hmm.
Derek?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Derek, no. Jeffrey with a G.
Jeffrey with a G.
Yeah.
Man.
So a couple of I looked at the page asking musicians, like one could sing. He did a cover of Smokey Robinson. He's like, I don't know what you're talking about. They're fired, and you're just trying to start something, man.
But you wasn't talking about the voices. That's what they missing.
And y'all missing the struggle. I never said they were off beat. I just said they struggled
To stay on. It is what it is, man.
Oh man.
Y'all figure that out. You know what I mean?
But interesting, my boy Dion is moving off of Jackson State. He's getting a lot of hate too from the culture too.
A whole lot.
Surprisingly, I'm just disappointed that he didn't get that signature big win while at Jackson State against a prominent program from SEC or Big Ten or somebody like that, which was going to happen inevitably. But it's just, I was like, man, 3 to 4 years and so new coach at Colorado State, Coach Fromm, and I mean I know we're gonna turn around, but yeah, I would at least want them to stay at least 3 more years at Jackson State.
Why?
To get that prominent win.
And then what? Move on?
Hey, yeah. But he would have developed the culture even more and had more credibility. That way, after he left, people would still maybe possibly want to go there.
But, I mean, I kind of see what he's doing, and the route that he's going with it. I started down here. I could have been in the NFL, but I started down here. Started here to show basically look, this is what y'all can do. So, like, start down there with the HBCUs, you know, get them recognition, bring everything to them, got them on TV, you know, televised games, ESPN2, got that Jackson State got them all different type of uniforms, you know, everything, you know what I mean?
You brought them a whole new facility.
Yeah, like, and gave them the blueprint on how to do the thing.
When I brought that, he got the sponsorships from
Under Armour and all that.
Walmart, people like that.
Yeah. Got
They had to pay.
And then he said all his resources is staying there. Keeping his resources there.
For the most part, that's right.
That's really what they wanted for.
Yeah. Well, they needed that.
They did. And they got it.
Yeah, they needed
And they were still complaining.
They needed that.
I understand, you know, wasn't nobody really talking about HBCUs anyway. Now all of a sudden everybody HBCU this, HBCU that. Like, all right, keep it that way. Keep that same energy. You know what I mean? Just don't blame no Dion because he leaving to better himself when he's not supposed to better his coaching career because y'all want him to stay down there for, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know it inevitably.
It was going to end.
It was going to end. Yeah. Like you said, it was just a stepping stone.
And not only that, like, he got HBCUs that they're combine. They look, you know what I mean? So it's like, do what you gotta do. But
I just don't like the Colorado for some reason. Well, not for some reason. Well,
you think he should have been somewhere else, SEC or
no, he's not. I wouldn't jump in that far.
Big Ten,
Well, Pac-12 is just.
Cal,
No, you got Oregon, you got UCLA, USC.
UCLA and USC about to leave though. They leave.
Not right away. Yeah, but yeah, Coach probably like I definitely know you're gonna do your thing in Colorado though. Let's hope.
You got Utah, USC, Colorado, Oregon State, Washington,
That's all I see.
UCLA, Washington State, Arizona State, Stanford, Arizona, and Cal.
I just man, that was
Look, see, That's the game. Was you out over there?
nah. Man, twice. Bro.
Yeah, you alright? Alright. But I just don't like the fact that, you know, some people badmouthing him because he bettered his coaching career. You know what I mean? Like, why? Why be mad?
I guess because they others similar thought. Oh, whereas it might have just been, you know, a couple years too soon. I'm not saying stay there, no. But you did your job. He did his job.
I talked to someone that we both know.
Yeah.
And he was saying if Dion takes the job in Colorado, he don't have no more respect for him because he was just starting to get young black people to want to go to HBCUs and want to you know bring recognition to them, and he was just starting to do that. And him leaving is a bad look on him because it's all about the money if you do leave. First of all, the man played in the NFL for years. He played MLB. He don't.
He's sitting pretty on the money.
He don't need the money.
And if that was the case, he would have never took the Jackson State.
It's not about the money.
It's not about. It's just about, like you said, just bringing.
Now you
all the time. We not predominantly most of the talent comes from us, and we take our resources
to the Power 5 schools,
which get all the benefits of our talent. Like, why not let the benefits come from within? But just like with the black dynamic, we like to use each other or look down on each other when one's doing better than the other. Why he just got in there.
Yeah, he just got
So what? Like, you ain't do it.
How long you been here?
Yeah, I mean,
you been in the NFL too.
Yeah,
they got NFL coaches down there.
Yes.
Big NFL coaches. Like, come on now.
Like the only one, but they've been in the NFL, but they were, they just
Eddie George got money.
Yeah,
he could have did it. Hugh could have did it.
Well, Hugh just got down there too. He just got grounded.
There's a couple of them down there though.
Yeah, but they're gonna hopefully get it together. But yeah, don't criticize it just because. I mean, Coach Prime, it just carries more weight. That's it. It's Prime, baby.
It's Prime. But on some local news, my man Lamar, man. Lamar got a little sprained knee. They said he's week to week. He got hurt around the same time last year.
I just hope it is going to affect the outcome of the money for this contract. That's my only thing.
But
he didn't, even though he's been mediocre, Lamar. He had highlights and standout moments, but
I just honestly think they should come holding him back.
I would too. I mean, I don't blame him for if he is holding back, and I understand.
No, I'm saying I think Greg Roman is holding Lamar back as far as like using his talent and what he has to open it up and let that man play.
Yeah, his plays are too predictable.
Yeah,
he
like,
changing nothing up.
But that's just not him.
No.
It's Colin Kaepernick. He did the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Tyrod Taylor, he did the same thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, come on, it's the same plays. The same plays.
Yeah, and our personnel would be better utilized by other coaches' mindsets.
Easy.
But they have been letting Lamar down because
dropping the ball.
Pivotal drop balls.
Like, come on now. Last week against Jacksonville, it was 3 touchdowns.
Mm-hmm.
3. Mark Andrews, what's his name? Oliver.
I think so.
And the
Robinson.
Robinson. 3 touchdowns. Drop. And if this is what gets me, and it's me, you. I ain't going on. I ain't really talking to nobody in a minute, but I'm about to talk to you. Why do you continue to put a 300-pound lineman in the slot to try to catch a ball? Why? When you got James Prochet that plays slot, sure hands, you putting Ricard in the slot to try to throw him a pass, cut across the middle or in the flats, and can't catch. You're a lineman.
Right. I was worried that you had something in the corner of your mouth. Why you
no, I was good.
I know. I see. I was worried.
We good.
Hold on.
Like, come on, you're a lineman.
Yeah, I did see that Pat Ricard.
Like, come on, every time he gets on the field
he did
and
that
passing down
with Tyler Huntley. I'm like, why are you, Tyler? Why did you check down Pat Ricard?
Why are you even in if it's not a run play?
I don't know.
You're not Kyle Juszczyk. You know what I mean? You're none of the great fullbacks that we had.
Yeah, like, it might be his farewell season.
Well, it's Greg Roman's last year on his contract anyway.
So, yeah, it was just terrible. At least, but no, they won. Yeah, Bengals beat KC last night.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
everybody won.
Joe Burrow's 3-0 against the Chiefs.
And all of them, he won by 3 points.
Man.
First game was 31-34. Second was
my man A-Rod though.
Came back.
Against the Bears.
I own you. I own you.
The Bears and the Cowboys have no chance.
I own you.
Cowboys though.
What happened? Because it was just close. And then
33 unanswered
like
points.
it came out of nowhere. Like
I heard it was like 2 turnovers for touchdown. I can think of pick 6 or a pick up.
It came out of nowhere.
Score.
I'm looking like, yeah, this is about to be a good close game. The next thing, what? 54.
Yeah, I was like, whoa. Oh, man.
Did Jeff Saturday keep that head coaching job, or is it
Absolutely. Why wouldn't?
I mean, because they just got an intern right now.
Yeah, but why wouldn't?
I don't know. I mean, just saying.
Yeah,
He's not really winning, but it's not his fault. But you know what I mean?
It's competitive. Plus, they beat him when he came in. They had 2 wins or
a win.
Somebody that they should have never beat. Well, not never, but yeah, I wasn't expecting them to beat the game they won when he first coached.
And the one person that I think they did dirty is my man Lovey. My man Lovey Smith down there, man, in Houston. Like, my man won 6-1. I think that's what 1-something.
And I wonder what the whole the Cowboys' stance is with the whole Jerry Jones situation.
They're not talking about it.
I know, but I really want to know what they're thinking intrinsically, like the players.
That's the tricky part. When your GM is like your head coach and everything, your owner is. I'm sorry, when your owner is like your GM, and your head coach basically calling all the shots, doing everything. Like, what can you really do? What can you really do? You know what I mean? They still got people wanting to come play for him. Odell's still about to go up there.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna go down there now.
He visiting with them now.
He good, but
yeah, you're right. He probably go somewhere else.
I can visit, but like with all that drama in the media, I don't need no more headlines. It's just.
And it's crazy.
I don't hold Jerry's past against him as far as what he did. We know it was wrong. I just want him to admit that he was wrong. That's one thing he hasn't done.
Because, and I don't mean to switch it from football to this. It's a similar. I'm just saying, like, you know what I mean? They made Kevin Hutt apologize.
Well, cancel culture always down.
Then stop him from
the
Oscars and all of that. Like, but we sweeping Jerry Jones situation under the rug. Brett Favre under the rug.
Well, that is Jerry's not under the rug, but it's too many people coming to his defense when it's like, admit you're wrong. Right. He still hasn't. Those words, you know, I'm sorry for being in that situation. It was wrong. My man just skated all around. Well, I was curious, you know. I didn't know what was going on at the time. And
he did look lost in the photo.
And
he is looking like, you know, one of them.
No, he was curious to see what was going to happen to them, you know, them ninjas.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
But you see on his face that.
Yeah. What you think is going to happen? It's about 5, 6 young, well, it wasn't the Arkansas 9, I think it was 5 of them. And they're all white, racist, all that. I don't know if they had picket forks or switchblades down there, but they had something. They said, I wonder what's going to happen. Come on, man. Yeah, just admit you're wrong. Like, black people, we're one of the most forgiving people out there. Just admit you're wrong.
I'm sorry.
That was it.
I'm sorry.
And
you good, Jack?
Absolutely. Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? But, on another note, Baker Mayfield. Yeah, cut again.
That's your boy. You said that's your boy. That's why I looked at you weird. Go ahead, ride for your boy.
I like Baker.
Eviscerate you.
I like Baker.
Go ahead. Why?
Because he like throwing to the Ravens. That's his name. He love the Ravens. He like throwing to that perk. But I mean, I just think he didn't get I think honestly, for
How
what he
did
did.
you not get a fair shot?
I'm saying what he did for the Browns made them relevant. Because before he got there, it was horrible. Let's keep it on. It was horrible. Got him to the playoffs. Did all that. Then last year, they like, he know he was hurt. He like, look, I'm going to play for the team. I'm going to stay, try to make this run for the team.
Should have stayed out with his torn rotator cuff.
He playing with a torn rotator cuff.
Well,
still playing. You know what I mean? Doing this thing out there. They promised that man that they was going to pay him.
They did?
Yes. They said they was going to pay that man. And then Deshaun said, hey, I'm available.
Well, what's the time on the Dodgers line?
I'm available.
I'm about to say,
you going to get that man $230 million and ain't been in the league for 2 years. Ain't played the game in 2 years. And then came out Sundays.
Verbal contracts are like farts in the wind. They don't.
Deshaun came out Sunday looking horrible. You hear me?
Like I said, verbal contracts are like farts in the wind. It's gone. All right.
Deshaun Watson came out.
Oh, yeah.
Look, if it wasn't the Texans that they was playing, it would have been a blowout the other way. Because the Texans almost came back.
Oh, Cleveland won?
Yeah, they won.
All right. I wasn't paying attention.
They won. Of course, I pay attention to the division to see, you know what I mean? But come on,
man, they didn't do. The only thing they did wrong was the whole continuity thing. You'll have I don't like when a player that does have some type of potential has a shift in the dynamic of the coaching every year.
Yeah.
So you never give them a chance to really fully develop.
Mm-hmm.
So by him coming in with Hugh Jackson,
well, he did get back. He did get back what he did to them other coaches.
Yeah.
That's what that was.
So Freddie Kitchens and then somebody else, I think before his coach now. So I think it was like 3 or 4 coaching changes. But yeah, they surrounded him with a plethora
weapons
on both sides.
Weapons.
Full roster of Pro Bowlers.
Weapons.
Veterans.
Odell and Jarvis.
Nick Chubb and got
Kareem
Hunt. Come on, man.
The Joku.
And Joku, Peoples Jones.
Like, come on now.
The cornerback, the highest paid cornerback, or one of them they got now, along with Jadeveon Clowney and
Myles Garrett.
Come on, nah, it's too much.
But the Browns gonna be the Browns.
Yeah, Browns gonna be.
Because they gave Deshaun and them the same thing, and you see.
Yeah.
you got Mike Cooper and them out there.
Yeah, Henry. Sorry.
The Browns gonna be the Browns, man.
Man. Have you been watching this human highlight reel called Ja Morant?
I mean, he put the ball here.
This guy.
He put the ball here. And, like, come on.
It's just people that is just like the athleticism is just and skill set.
Ridiculous.
And the fact that you see him put it in the work.
It's ridiculous.
And everything is just game after game. He's got
ridiculous.
Some type of standout. And then the sad part, which is definitely true, like, y'all can't guard me. Why are you making a move? You can't jump with him. You can't run with him. He's fast.
You gotta hit him.
You gotta double team him like you double team. Pick him up at half court, man. Get the ball out of his hand.
But not only them, it's been some good basketball being played.
Very good basketball.
It's been some good basketball.
I mean, but this guy, like, he's just been stealing the screen. Like, he put it out there. He did the smart thing. Did the kind of warm up or throw the preliminary evaluation. Like, hey, I'm coming for MVP, and we're coming for the title. Like, me and my boys, they're a unit, cohesive unit, and they look great.
Let's talk about it.
They are.
Do they have what it takes to win the championship?
I do think so.
Because you know who really ain't started playing
yet. Yeah.
Like, it's
even though my boys is in first place, I already know we're, like I said, we're in first place, but we're still in
fight mode.
Regroup. It's like we're
always in
rebuild mode.
Look, they always in first place. Yeah. Always, but get to the playoffs and then.
Yeah, man.
I don't know what happens. That's like my boys.
Yeah.
Portland get to the playoffs, get first, second round. Do what we need to do.
Really?
Yeah. You already know what it is.
I know.
Dang time out there.
Yeah. Just don't run into Steph.
It's all good. Y'all just don't run into us.
Nah, we got y'all.
The team I'm worried about is Utah. I don't care what nobody said. Utah, New Orleans, like.
It's still, for me, well, Utah definitely. Them role players, they're cooking together.
Sac got a bunch of role players that's just going on.
Yeah, right now though, the problems is Memphis Warriors. I'm talking about for the playoffs.
Yeah, playoffs.
Not right. Because the Warriors, they
ain't start
got
playing.
a mental block.
They ain't start playing.
They still got that mental block. Yeah, Utah, I like them.
This is
Dallas
the
is starting.
It's the West.
Dallas is starting up.
They starting to, yeah.
And the Pelicans. Yeah.
The Pelicans are definitely. I ain't even going to talk about. Because I mean, the Blazers going to make the playoffs. They always do. You know what I mean? We good.
Play-in game.
Nah, we're going to make the playoffs. We good. Let's go to the East.
Ninth seed. Yeah, y'all come.
The Lakers starting to look good too.
Yeah, y'all ain't making it out to play a game. I'm sorry.
Who we gonna have in the play-in? Sacramento?
I don't know. It don't even matter. You might catch a Utah. Who knows?
No, Utah will probably be like number 4, bro.
Denver. Y'all gonna probably run into Denver.
Denver gonna be number 3.
Nah. So,
Denver probably be at number 3.
Yeah, I like them, and it's just I'm amazed. And then you see what my man Steph did.
And what's your call them coming back tonight? My fault. Kawhi and Paul George playing.
I forgot about that.
Forgot all about the Clippers.
I forgot about the Clippers. You know what I mean? Y'all gonna have to run into one of them.
All about the Clippers, man.
But Steph, did you see that unbelievableness?
Which one?
The 5 threes after the Sports Illustrated interview from full court. Just pick it up off the rack.
Throw it. Yeah.
1, boom. 5 in a row. I said,
oh, come on.
See, this is. And then called the last one like, oh yeah, 5. And ran off.
But just like I said, though, I'm sorry. Just like I said. Phoenix number 1 for now. The Pelicans number 2. Wow. The Nuggets always number 3. Just like the Phoenix Suns is always number 1. It's like them two is always 1 and 3 for some reason. Memphis number 4. Sac Town number 5. The Warriors 6. Clippers 7. Portland 8. Then it's Utah. Then it's Dallas. And it's forgot about the Timberwolves too. They're a little sneaky.
So who was 7? Right.
The Clippers 7.
So right now y'all would have to go against them. Bye.
We both got to. Well, actually, it's a 3-way tie if you look at it. The Warriors, the Clippers, and the Blazers are all 13 and 11.
You're going home.
Didn't we send the Clippers home already? Yes, Dame did. Hit that 3 right in PG's face.
That was okay.
Same person.
Same person, yeah.
Same person.
Whole
same
different
results.
team. Whole different team.
Same person, same results.
OKC.
Same person, same results. Let's talk about the East. My Hawks.
Exactly.
My Hawks are pretty at number 4 right now. You know what I mean? That's a whole nother division over there,
Oh,
too.
man, I almost forgot the most to go there.
There's a whole nother thing over there. You got some sleeper tables over there, too. Oh.
The real discussion that I overlooked last week and this week, I meant to bring my trophy. The World Cup is happening. I know this is not your league. I'm sorry, me and my fellow soccer, the real football is happening right now.
Come on.
This is the real football.
You hear this nonsense, Lamar?
You know, they don't even use feet. Why do you call it football?
Because you run.
They run in every
So
sport.
what?
Makes no sense. Exactly. That's what we said. We take it back.
And we do use our feet.
Football.
We kick off, punt, kick field goals.
You throw the ball to score.
So what? Y'all fake injuries. Floppers. That's what y'all are. Floppers. He ain't faking.
No, I'm not pointing at him, but it ain't no flopping.
Floppers.
Exactly.
Not like, come on now.
Just because they're better,
Man,
don't
get
get
up,
mad.
man. Get up,
You
man.
mad because you're not that good.
Get up, man.
You can't, because the football, you know, the retaliation, you all, oh. You can't catch it in a rhythm like the pros do it. The real footballers do it.
USA home, I know that.
Yeah, they home.
They had no business playing with them over there, no way.
Nah, yeah, they did. They came up.
Come on now, this is their real sport here. This football.
Yeah, it is.
North Americana.
But they're finally taking a page out of everybody else's book, unless you're, well, they're from African descent anyway, Brazil and all the South America. But USA integrated. You had the president of Liberia's son playing for the U.S.
Ain't nothing U.S. about.
Nah, he was born over but it's Liberia.
He was on vacation.
A lot of people were born on army bases. You got a lot of Blasians and German blacks and all that. So we out there, yeah, like U.S. But they made it.
They made
to
it
the round of 16.
Yeah.
That was good though. It was looking scary though when they was playing against Iran. It was looking scary.
Yeah,
You know, I was paying attention. Don't think I
Yeah.
don't watch. You know, I do pay attention. I like soccer. You know, man. But it was looking scary, even though
These are like football.
Even though I still think that was not an offsides on that, you know, on that one play when he was. It was
The second
that close.
Yeah.
It was close.
Yeah, but he was off. I know the second goal. I applaud him. I thought, even though Netherlands, I told people that was my sleeper team. My allegiances were, of course, the U.S. and all the African nation teams.
I just found Messi.
Not bad, because that's all you know. That's right.
For the most part.
I dissected that one real quick.
Not only that, it's because, I mean, when I do play FIFA, because I do play FIFA on my game, that's the only person I really run with, you know what I mean?
So you don't know about Mbappe?
He ain't in Barcelona. He's not there anymore, so.
No.
He's gone.
No, he's at PSG. Yeah. So you don't know about my man Mbappe?
Nah. In that way, he played for the Colts. Oh man, that way he played for the Colts.
You don't know about my man Lukaku?
You came east.
You know what Disney Plus?
Listen, man.
You don't know about Pogba?
Who?
Pogba.
No, I don't know him.
You don't know NATO?
NATO?
You know
That's a country, right? You got alliances with them, no? NATO, yeah. You know what I mean?
That's what happens sometimes when you you tear us from our culture and our descendants and our real true blood, the blood of.
Let me explain something to you. I ain't kept a ball, damn.
Exactly. You strip us of.
Actually, I did play goalie a little bit of high school.
You strip us of our Mandingo warrior native rich history, and this is what happens.
Hey, it is.
This is
what it is. You know what I mean? You talking about Luke Kane and that way,
Lukaku, man, Lukaku. Paul Pogba.
Who, Paul Pierce? Come on now. No disrespect. You know what I mean? Let the guy be real.
And disrespect my man Mbappe, he the highest paid soccer player right now.
Congrats. You know what I mean? Get your money, man.
Stuck on Neymar, Messi, and Ronaldo.
Hey.
That's all you say.
Yes, sir.
Well, yeah, shout out to that. Who you think's gonna win the
USA done.
Yeah. I thought you was gonna say Brazil or somebody.
Brazil cheats.
No,
always in there.
Yeah, because they dumb.
Like, it's no need. Like, once USA, y'all, there's no need to even go against Brazil. Why? Like, y'all gonna win.
Man, because they dumb nice.
They're gonna win. Like, what's the point? It's like, all right, try your hand to get to second place. Y'all playing for second.
No, they always get. See, the thing is, they haven't won since it was like I think 90 something, 92 or 96. No, 94.
Brazil?
No, they just won when they hosted. No, yeah.
It was like 08, right?
No.
2002.
Yeah, that's it. I know it was a minute.
2002. But look,
But
they
yeah,
won in 58, they won in 62, they won in 70, they won in 94, and they won in 2002. That's 5. Who else got 5?
It's a lot. No, it's not a lot, but
I'm just saying.
let's see.
Brazil has the most.
Yeah.
With 5.
But it's not like they get there a lot.
Then you got Italy, of course.
Yeah.
Germany. They both got 4.
That's it.
France. Argentina. They used to be nice too, though.
I ain't used to. Yeah, but that's my sport.
And just to leave one off real quick, just to get an early, real early, but prediction. Tank or Ryan Garcia? What you got?
I thought I already told you. Ryan about to get his first, probably his first KO. Get put to sleep.
The boy hands fast.
But Tank's got a nice challenging warm-up fight in January. So, but
No, that fight is in January, right?
No, it's in April.
I thought that fight was January 7th. Who fight January 7th then? Tank versus who?
I forget the dude's name, but yeah. Now Ryan's gonna be alright, but he's gonna lose. They got Tank knocking him out.
Easy, huh?
No, not easy, but he's going to get picked apart. I like how Tank is dissecting his fights while he's fighting now.
Oh, he go against Hector Luis Garcia.
Yeah, in January.
Right.
Ryan's in April.
We're gonna wait till April to do that fight. My fault.
Yeah, wrapping it up.
You got a story for us?
I'll do it real quick. This is a time when I say keeping your player status as a woman going real too.
You trying to have that?
What?
This
Nostalgia? Nah, this one, girl. She's she carrying like a dude, like literally. Nah, this one, like I said, she's a man eater. That's all I gotta say. All right, so this is the time where, and no cap, literally, a woman has one of her kids' dads boyfriend and ex-husband coming to the same shop and none of them, and they know about each other and none of them leave because we're excellent partners. So I had a client, right? Let's say, what's a prominent like female celebrity woman that's just running through them like hotcakes and
Lord.
That's the one. That's what I'm talking about. Boy, oh man.
You did my man Michael B. You did him wrong.
You made that boy fall in love.
You did him wrong, man.
Said, I'm for these streets.
You did him wrong.
What's wrong with you?
My man went dark for like 4 or 5 months.
Yeah, like my man trying to turn her into the house, but she said,
For these streets.
I still got work to do, buddy. Still got some names I got to knock off.
Crazy.
But remember me though. Hey, remember me. Yeah, so this is the time where a woman kept it real. Like, alright, so I cut her son's hair and sometimes I cut her ex-husband's hair. So she was late for an appointment, so when she come through the door, she just looked in and like creeped in the door like, hey. Like one of those, you know you guilty. So I just looked at her and did the head shake like, bro, really? Like, that's what we doing on a Saturday? And y'all in the industry know by keeping appointments, we don't want to let stuff lag behind and get caught up and stuff like that. The time duration, man. We try to keep up with it. Try to get out. Everybody got stuff to do. So she came in, she snuck in the door, so she looked around. Shop was loaded too, pretty much. So she looked, she's like, oh, don't do me like that, because I bring y'all a whole lot of business. And so we look at each like, Lori, come on, Lori, what you talking about? She's like, first of all, my boyfriend comes here, my ex-boyfriend comes here. Y'all cut my son's hair. My ex-husband comes in, and don't nobody have issues, and I just keep on bringing people here, whoever live, and none of them left, and they all tip good, don't they? She got a point. Yeah, Lord, you be holding it down, but you still late though. I know I am, but you know, hey.
Did she say that while the ex-husband was in the gym?
Nah, she just said it while the kids was here. Kept it real. Yeah, she kept it real. Like I was like, oh, so dope. I didn't think she was going to, just air out the laundry list like that in front of
people. Hey, when you keep it real, you gotta keep it real.
No shame in it, and it shouldn't be.
You know what I mean?
Because we appreciate the patronage. Man.
Shit, old Lori out in these streets.
Man, she came in I just gave her the stare, like, just waiting because she's messing up my time. I was hoping to get out early. Now, I'm late because of you.
It ain't going to do nothing.
Yeah.
But, hey!
But I got to segment this. So, real quick aside, she kind of resembles Pam from Martin, or Tashina Arnold, and Keisha from Belly. So you put that combination together with her being thicker than a Snickers, thicker than frozen honey. The Meg Thee Stallion body thick. Put that with the Tashina Arnold, Keisha belly face. That's what you got. That's what Lori looks like. Lori got the yams. She's got it. Might be thicker than Meg. She might be thicker than Meg, shorter than Meg, but thicker than Meg.
That's because she's short.
But still slim though. She's slim. Keisha, yeah, I mean, I said Keisha.
Lord.
Nah, I was thinking of dark skin, Keisha from Belly. That's why I was like, because she dark skin.
That's a different dog.
Yeah,
that was that black dog. That was that dark black right there, boy.
Yeah. But yeah, sometimes.
Keisha.
Yeah, sometimes.
Let's move on.
Yeah, so that was the time, you know, I got a client that's, you know, semi for these streets, but yeah, keeping it real about her street.
Mm-hmm.
Her player status.
Owning up to it, yeah.
Her player status.
Letting y'all know.
Shuffling these dudes like a stack of playing cards.
You know what I mean? Letting y'all know that
But the funny thing is, like, she's definitely like, whoever she's dealing with, they all come here and they knew it. As a matter of fact, one time her son left his lacrosse equipment at somebody else's house.
He dropped it off here.
While the ex was here.
So whose child is it? The ex-husband's child or is it?
Yeah, it's her ex-husband's child. So, cause I'm cutting.
Oh, so she got a child by the ex-husband and the... All right. Let's move on.
So it was so weird because he's like, yeah, you ain't talk about, you ain't talk to Mr. Steve about dropping. He's like, how dumb can you be, son? Leaving your equipment. So it was weird because, you know, like, man, call Steve and tell him to drop off your lacrosse equipment. And like, oh, half an hour later, oh, Mr. Steve, hey, what's up, Chuck? What's up, Steve?
Put y'all in line.
Yeah, wow.
Y'all better behave, man.
Guys, baby, don't embarrass me.
Y'all
All
better
right.
behave.
I better not hear no stories about Jeff.
That's that Erykah Badu-ism.
Got it.
Hey, that's crazy.
Oh man, so that's it. We're gonna wrap that up.
Yes, sir.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Turn the notification bell on. Comment down below.
And you know, thanks for watching. And
It's your boy Frankie B.
hope y'all had a wonderful Thanksgiving. And well, Turkey Day, whatever.
Yeah, whatever one you want to call it. Even though I had a nice fried turkey. You know what I mean?
And we out.
Yes, sir.